Today's video is sponsored by Squarespace.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys. We are back at it today, and I am looking at a finished tiled bathroom. So exciting, but before I turn you around and show you, I'm going to show you what it looked like on the first and second day that it was installed. It took 2.5 days for the guy to finish, and I think that is my brother calling now because they are popping over to help us with some work today. This is day 1 of our tile being in. The tiles are going up. It's so exciting and they look so good. We're really pleased with them. I love all of the texture in them. I really wanted in getting real marble tiles for them to look like real marble tiles and not have that flat, samey look to them. Oh my gosh, I just think it's so beautiful. And then he's just done this section here. He's obviously been working on this bit here and he's gonna continue up this wall today and then hopefully get the flooring done. So now, if I step back a little bit, you can kind of start to imagine what the room's gonna look like. And then we've got the nice big, this is where he's been working, got the nice big slab of marble going just across that step there, hoping it's going to look so sleek. And then the mosaics are going right the way across here. You may be able to hear I'm in my coat, and that is because we thought that we had 2 big tiles to place into here so that we wouldn't have to have a grout line at the back. I just thought it looked really nice to have one big slab of marble there and then obviously the marble around the edges. And the marble that we've got is it's a different marble and it's 2 grains. I'm gonna go and pick up this same marble to go into these 2 right now. This was day 2, hence the broom over there, because we weren't allowed to stand on it, but the floors down, oh my gosh, it feels so good. You can also see the steps gone in, which I actually love. I think it makes it look really luxe, especially with the big slab there. And then all of the tiles on the walls have been done, but it looks so good. I can't show you the cubbies, but I'll show you them hopefully tomorrow when it's all dried. So he's coming back today to grout it. So this is it without it being grouted. And we're going for a light grey grout, so I'm presuming it's going to lighten it up a little bit again, but we'll see. And here is the final tiling done. It's all grouted now. It looks so good. Obviously it still looks odd because the bathroom isn't finished and I'm still not walking on it even though I know we can. The cubbies look amazing over there and it just feels like it's really coming together with the radiator and the tiles. So that's really exciting. On Wednesday this week we have the paneling arriving, so we'll be able to progress on with this a little bit more. We need to like neaten off all the side here and then basically the bathroom suite can start going in. Then we've got bits like skirting board just to finish it all off. But hopefully won't actually be that long until we're showering in here. And then today we're working on this again.
The insulation and then putting floorboards down.
Yeah, hopefully putting them down. So we've got just a few more cubbies to finish over there, which Ollie's hopefully finishing. We actually gained an hour in bed this morning and I wake up at 6:30. So
once a year we get an extra hour in bed, and at what, like 7 o'clock you're like, can we get up now? Can we get up now?
Yep, sorry, I'm a bit of a morning person. But anyway, it means that it's 9 o'clock and we've done quite a lot already this morning. So the plan is hopefully Ollie might be able to start actually laying the boards in here once that's finished. And then, as I just mentioned, my brother and his girlfriend are really kindly coming to help us out today. And I'm hoping that we can lift up these boards so that they can be planed because today's a sunny day. We've got these last ones to be planed here. And then we've also got these 2 here to be taken up and planed. Obviously gonna have to move all of that stuff over for that to be done. But once that is done, we're laying it down. It is all going back in. And we will finally have a floor to stand on. How excited are you for that, all?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm fed for this.
I love, yeah, it's the most emotion that you gave. I'm super excited about not thinking that we're gonna fall through the ceiling all of the time.
It's worse, you said it the other day, like it's worse now that we've got the insulation in.
Yeah.
It's flat and it tricks your brain into thinking that it's more stable.
There's something there, yeah. I was saying it was like that TV game, what was it called? wipe out because you keep like moving this across and it just seems like you're playing a bit of a game.
I just thought it was something we haven't done.
Don't. If we've not done it, you don't need to tell me.
We do need to do it though.
Oh no. Oh.
We need to put extra support around the fireplace because we want to do that.
Oh yeah, that shouldn't take that long though, should it? That'll only take you 5 minutes, my love. You're great at woodwork now. Yeah, I looked alright, old man.
Next to you.
Oh my god. Oh.
Hey, renovation dog, you helping?
So sweet. We have the dream team here today. We have literally, there's April. The boys are in the garden doing the painting. You might actually be able to hear them because it's a bit of a noisy job. And we've been trying to get on with as much as possible, especially the noisy stuff, with Luco, who you've just seen helping us out here a little bit today, haven't you? You've been such a trooper. He does have his bed here, but I've just come upstairs, so he's been wondering what we're doing. And what we have been doing is this. So you may remember we had all of the boards down here. We've pulled them all up today. The boys are planing those, and then we've done all of the insulation. Same as in there. We've done the wiring in a zigzag along and in where April is. Oh, coming back out. We have also finished off all of the insulation in this room now, so we are fully ready for all of the boards to be going back down.
It's so hot.
They keep on going on about how hot it is.
I even wore thermals today.
Yeah, which I am so happy about because, well, I mean, case in point, April wore her thermals because she thought it was going to be so cold. And they live in a modern house and they think it's hot here, so really, really impressed with this stuff because I'm pretty sure it's down to all of this stuff that we've been putting in. Cost a few hundred, but it definitely was well worth it. And Luco wants to have a little bit of a chat now.
You been a good boy? Yes, I have.
Good morning, guys. Well, actually, it's about mid-morning and I'm having my mid-morning treat. This is a pink ice bun from M&S. They are so delicious. You have to try them if you haven't. And I'm also waiting for our bathroom paneling to arrive. I don't know if I've spoken a lot about the paneling, but the paneling is going in the bathroom and it's kind of hiding the sink and the toilet. And we've gone for a like ready built paneling. I think it's from a company called the English Paneling Company or something like that. But it's a beaded paneling and it just comes in one big sheet. So hopefully we can just slap it on. I mean, it's going to be harder than that. It always is, isn't it? But it'll be a lot easier than buying lots of different components and trying to stick them all together. And then tonight is the night that we start the floorboard. So I'll go through that process with you later. I'm definitely getting itchy feet because I'm ready to get up there and I just want to see what it looks like when it's down. It's going to be that final item in the room that just makes it back into a room again. And Ollie will be back after work helping me with that. But for now, I am cracking on with moving my website over to Squarespace. As many of you will know, Squarespace have been sponsoring a number of my videos and they are also sponsoring today's video. And today I'm going to be transferring over basically all of my old information from my old website over onto Squarespace, which is something that I was really concerned about. I didn't quite know if I would lose all of that information, partly because a lot of it is sentimental, because it's blog posts and images that I want to keep, and it's quite a nice place. A website is just like a great place to contain all of that information because I so easily forget. But it's been super simple. All I had to do was download a document from my old one and upload it onto Squarespace. And I'll put some footage up of what it's looking like, but I'm just looking at a blog post, which was my birthday 2018. And I can't even believe that we hadn't even moved into this house then, which is just insane. But we were back in the southwest and we had a lovely meal with my family. So it's gonna be a really nice day going through all of that footage. I thought it was gonna be something that was gonna be extremely stressful and difficult, and it's just transferred over to Squarespace like it was always meant to be there basically. So if you already have a website, you can still move it over to the Squarespace platform. It's a really simple, easy way to do it. Or if you're wanting to start a new website with Squarespace, I have a code that gives you 10% off your first website or domain, which is squarespace.com/Laura. And if you just want to give it a go and see how easy and simple it is, they do a free trial which enables you to go into the back end, see how you would put together a blog post. You can even transfer your files over from a website like I have on the free trial, so you can basically do anything that you would want to and see just how simple it is to do. But I'm going to get on, and it's actually going to be quite a nice little afternoon for me, reminiscing about life a few years ago. But I'll probably pick you up again later on when Ollie gets back and show you what we get up to. I thought I would quickly show you the process here. We're doing a bit of a half board here because we don't have enough long boards for all of the rooms. Ollie has these ratchet things. Are they called ratchets?
Yeah, flooring ratchet straps.
Flooring ratchet straps to basically pull the board in tight. So he's already done it with those two. Then he clips it onto the end of that one, puts this one here, pulls it through like that. I mean, I might as well just not talk. He can show you how it's done. But we do this along the board, and then you glue it, don't you?
Yes.
And then you put these little tiny screws in, which I will show you guys when we get to it. This camera doesn't focus, but this is the glue we're using, if anybody is curious. Do you? It's really difficult working in this room right now with no floor currently down. Once we get enough here, we can stand on this side, can't we?
Yeah, should get easier in a minute.
So as you can see over there, Ollie's just popping a little bit onto all of the joists, and this stuff expands, and it basically means that you won't have any squeaks. So we hope anyway, but these here that we've already put in seem really solid. Ollie did a lot of research on these floorboards and how we were going to do them properly, so he knows what he's doing, hopefully.
in practice, in theory.
Yes. So Ollie's pulled it in now. You can see how close it makes it, just unbelievable. There's barely any gap. And then I have no idea what the names are of all of these things. He's using this other blue item over here to, oh, hammer. And in conjunction with that blue item, he's put in all of these little lovely wood supports. Why is that, my love?
There's something for the clamp to go onto.
So it pushes the board in even more.
Yeah.
In other places than just these, so it's basically supporting these ones here, is it?
These are like to pull, the boards are all bowed, so these spray the boards out from being blowed.
Right, okay.
And then this one pushes them tight just in this area,
Mm-hmm.
so that when the screws go in, it's in exactly the right spot.
Great, and what does this one do?
Which one?
This one here.
You stop the board from popping up and it all going bang.
Okay.
So you can't move. Tongue tight. They're made for tongue and board.
Tongue and groove?
Tongue and groove boards.
Okay, so these are the little screws that we've got. I won't focus on them very well, but they're teeny tiny. They're so cute. And they go into the board and they are basically unnoticeable. And you lose the head on them, don't you? So the head gets buried.
Yeah, bury the head. And then if we want, we can go around and fill the holes in.
Which we will. So that is the kind of hole they make. So barely anything in comparison to the old nails that used to be in there. And Ollie is just checking for pipes because we don't want to go through a pipe now when they've literally just been put in. This is where we got to this evening, so quite a few more boards on. If I just get over there as best I can show you how they're looking, which is really good. Really pleased with them. They're super buttered up. They're obviously not creaking, but they do need to dry. As that stuff dries, it will make them not move so much, hopefully anyway. We have cut a few more to go in tomorrow, and I think plan of action is to cut them, lay them out, and then put them all in, because it's much quieter to just put them in rather than using the big saw. It's partly why we're stopping now. We'll pick you up again tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Just me up here this morning, and I'm gonna try being my stubborn self. I'm thinking I can get on with some things up here on my own. Woodwork, as I've said before, isn't my forte, but having done a bit with Ollie last night, so you guys know we got these boards down, I'm thinking that I can at least cut the boards to size today, all of these ones over here, start laying them down. Partly because the thing that stopped us last night, obviously time-wise, like Ollie doesn't get home from work till 6, so we don't have that long to do the work, but this machine is noisy. This scary saw here, when you pull it down, it makes a hell of a noise. And obviously we're being stopped by it at night. So I'm thinking, I can do that, right? But first things first, we've actually decided to do a little bit of a trim. Hang on, let me just get over here. Around the fireplace here. So as you guys will probably know, hearths, like original hearths, like this one, are actually smaller than the fireplace. So I've just been to measure our fireplace and it's 94 centimeters wide. So as you can kind of tell, it's about 6.5 centimeters longer. And actually, should have probably figured that out, but this here is how wide the fireplace is. So on our floorboards, we're gonna do a little bit of a trim. Basically, it's gonna look like this, but with a nice angled corner, just to make it look like a bit of a feature where the fireplace is. Else the fireplace looks a little bit disproportionate. We've got this happening in our living room, so that's kind of why we're thinking about it here. So I've picked out this board. I'm gonna cut it to 94. Thankfully, this one has like a few notches out this side, but we're not having it this wide, so we'll also have to trim down this piece here, and it will literally be as wide as that. So I may even be able to get 2 out this one, but I got to do it with the jigsaw, which actually snapped last time I used it. So wish me luck today, but hey, I think I can get some bits done, but we need this done before we start coming over here to know board sizes here. And then I'll also have to put some supports in here, because obviously this piece of wood is going to end here, and then when we have our planks going through, they'll need some kind of support on the edges here. I'm half talking like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. I have no confidence up here on my own today, but why not give it a go? I'm gonna put some nice music on, have a smash at it, and what's the worst that can happen? Actually, probably quite a lot. I could lose a finger, but let's hope that that doesn't happen. So this is where I am now. Now I'm gonna have to use my friend YouTube to figure out how to move the saw so that I can do the cuts along here to neaten it off. And I think before that, I might have to plane these edges that I jigsawed just to make sure they're a little bit more straight, and then do that, and then job done. Nearly done it. I feel like that's the hardest part done, but I could be totally wrong. Then I think I'll move on to doing these, which again, I've never done before, but I think I only have to do literally 1, 2, and then like 2 smaller ones here, because these have joists to sit back on there. So yeah, I just need to fill in that section there for some boards to sit on, and we're good to carry on. Right then, next step is to plane this edge so that it's lovely and straight. So as you'll know, I jigsawed this side, and this side was the already planed side. So I just want to make sure the other one is square. So I've just put it on that joist there to hold it up for me. And this here is our hand planer. I'm gonna get suited and booted up with some safety gear, and then hopefully plane all of these 3 edges. I did it. It looks bloody beautiful. Oh, it fits so nicely. I mean, you might not be that happy, but I'm absolutely chuffed. I'm chuffed. Today. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm super proud, and I did a pretty decent job, but I may be just slightly out here. I don't know. Ollie's gonna have to fix that. I think this piece might be too wide, so I don't know whether we'd have to shave off just a little bit there. Yeah, it looks a bit too wide, doesn't it? But that's okay. From here you can't see it. And yeah, chuffed if you couldn't tell. I'm gonna go and have some lunch now. That's taken me to midday, but considering I didn't have a clue how to do it, I didn't know how to even move the saw to get these the right at an angle or what have you. While you just text, I think you're almost there. Leave it for now and we can make it a little bit shorter and thinner tonight. Bless him. So I've just spent the last hour cutting and measuring some of these boards over here. So what we're doing is we're basically just trying to pick the right-ish kind of length. We're leaving the super long ones. As you can see, this one is really lovely and long. We're going to leave that for there because as you walk into the door, we're not going to have any furniture, so we don't want any cuts along too many of these boards here. Whereas, for example, here, probably nearly 100% of the time, a bed will be there and it'll be covering it, or a huge rug will be in the middle of the room. Even when and if we don't live here one day, I'm pretty sure most people will have a rug over the carpet, whereas they might not have one here. So we're trying to like forecast and think about that. I think I might have to stop now though. I've put some of these boards here as potentials. I'm pretty sure they are the lengths that would have been there originally, but obviously we'll have to cut them back slightly because we're now having this trim going around here. But I can't really do any more of that because I've now basically hit the corner and I can't measure that or cut that until these have been squidged together perfectly. Yeah, it's insane to start seeing the floor going back on. Obviously these are all of the ones that we've put down up until about here, and then these are all of the ones that hopefully Ollie might be able to put down tonight. Well, he definitely will because I've done all of the basically the noisy work for these, and then hopefully I might be able to cut that one for him tomorrow and get a few more laid. And I think that's going to be our little process now. I'm going to have to spend a few hours up here each day cutting them, and then he can come back and basically glue the wow, I'm getting a bit tired now. Glue them and screw them. And that one took quite a bit of work today, so hopefully once that's in as well tonight, I'll be able to go much quicker throughout these. It's a different day, but I've got the same outfit on. Again, wanted to sign off this video and show you where we got to with the floor, which is basically just last night. So not that far, but all of the boards went down, so I thought I'd show you that. We can now stand on all these boards. They seem very solid. We're not yet halfway, but today I'm going to start laying some more boards through here, and these should go a lot quicker because these are all full lengths. But I'm going to sign off here and see you guys in the next one. Bye.